Let me ask you a question, family. Are you a member of the Tiger's Nest subscription team? If the answer is no, well, you are really missing out. First of all, the Tiger's Nest subscription is only $25 per month. And you will receive, listen to this, each and every episode of our nightly radio program, The Tiger's Nest, information, inspiration, and a lot more. In addition to this, advanced subscription will give you a copy of all of our video documentaries, whether they be full length or short, to include A Penny Make, The Night of the Black Tiger, and the Santa Claus Massacre, just to name a few, all for free. You will also receive every new upcoming video documentary, again, whether it be full length or short, for only $25 per month as a subscriber to the Tiger's Nest. But wait, there is more, much more. All books written by myself, Honorable Priest Isaac, will be given for free to all subscribers, including our upcoming books. All of our subscribers will have free access to all of our special events, lectures, webinars, and conferences that are valued $100 or less. And this access again will be for free. Plus, all of our one-time payment courses, for example, Ancient Astronomy and the Evolution Motivational Business course, will be for half price to all our Tiger's Nest subscribers. Wow! All of this and more for a subscription of only $25 per month. Now listen to this. You could also get a 6-month or an annual subscription plan, which will be much more economical. Family, this is it. For more information, in fact, to sign up and become a subscriber, visit our website, priestisaacInstitute.com, or just send me an email, priestisaacInstitute@gmail.com, and become a subscriber to the Tiger's Nest. And never miss another episode again, plus much, much, much more. Blessed love. Let me ask you a question, family. Are you a member of the Tiger's Nest subscription team? If the answer is no, well, you are really missing out. First of all, the Tiger's Nest subscription is only $25 per month. And you will receive, listen to this, each and every episode of our nightly radio program, The Tiger's Nest, information, inspiration, and a lot more. In addition to this, advanced subscription will give you a copy of all of our video documentaries, whether they be full length or short, to include A Penny Neck, The Night of the Black Tiger, and the Santa Claus Massacre, just to name a few, all for free. You will also receive every new upcoming video documentary, again, whether it be full length or short, for only $25 per month as a subscriber to the Tiger's Nest. But wait, there is more, much more. All books written by myself, Honorable Priest Isaac, will be given for free to all subscribers, including our upcoming books. All of our subscribers will have free access to all of our special events, lectures, webinars, and conferences that are valued $100 or less. And this access again will be for free. Plus, all of our one-time payment courses, for example, Ancient Astronomy and the Evolution Motivational Business course, will be for half price to all our Tiger's Nest subscribers. Wow! All of this and more for a subscription of only $25 per month. Now listen to this. You could also get a 6-month or an annual subscription plan, which will be much more economical. Family, this is it. For more information, in fact, to sign up and become a subscriber, visit our website, priestisaacInstitute.com, or just send me an email, priestisaacInstitute@gmail.com, and become a subscriber to the Tiger's Nest. And never miss another episode again, plus much, much, much more. Blessed love.
Do the same thing in Tanzania. Do the same thing in Ethiopia. It don't have to be in Shashamane for sure. Do the same thing in all the countries in Africa. Fence that. Don't tell me it can't be fenced. And all these countries have that land right there. Don't tell me it can't be fenced. Fence it like how the Maasai fence their area with acacia wood and thorns. And I'm not saying to use acacia wood and thorns. Fence that. The highest quality of whatever it needs to create a real gated community, barriers and boundaries, whatever they may be. Just vision this. And within, that's why you always hear your brother talk about international airport. So why can the government, remember we are a government inside of a government. So why the government of Kenya can have an international airport and we, the government of the EABIC, don't have our own international airport in Kenya when we get 9 or 7 miles in diameter, not diameter, pardon me, in circumference, pardon. I said diameter before? In circumference. Pardon me, in the circle, right around 79 miles worth of landmass. That could be very small, but that's like a nice little island, Many islands are that very same size I just called there. Okay, good. Now, so whether you can understand how big that is, you have a good space to play with. And I'm talking about infrastructure to the highest. Infrastructure that's obviously connected to the ecology of the earth, but yet still in presentation, in refined expression, the highest standard. Nobody's standard supposed to be higher than our standard. You know, whether it's silk or satin and diamonds or gold, whatever it is, and silver and platinum, you understand, ebony and mahogany, whatever it is, it all belongs to us. So in our expression, just like the Ancient of Days, I'm talking about the time, you know, in all the building of our temples, the building of our pyramids, the building of our monuments, decked with gold and precious stones, and monuments that depicted our culture. Yeah. And whatever technology brings, with all understanding, we utilize it as well. I am visualizing Rastafari, a real city upon the hill, a real city of silver that it says the Black Christ will build. And the reason why I always stress international airport is because the fact that you have an international airport means you have a thriving metropolis running. That's my point. So even if a person cannot gather where I am, just the fact that I say you need an international airport, so international flights can land in your city, in your neck of the woods. And of course, you obviously need to have a fleet of international planes as well. EABIC Airlines, what are you talking about? Internationally. Why you think we cannot reach there? Because of our mindset. We think small. And this is just one state in Africa. You understand? Obviously, you're running like this. Presidents and kings must come and sit at the lowest seat at your table. Well, Rastafari, let me tell you, right? If this is not where we're going to reach, I don't know where we're going to reach. Anyone that is listening to me and think that like, wow, that's how you really think it, that's too heavy. Well, to me, you quit. Maybe you're waiting for heaven. Yeah. You wait. I don't know when all of this will fulfill it. But I know that if we're serious, if we understand the reality of the world. Now, what I'm sharing with you is my goal. That's just what I intend to see happen. So the fact that I think like that, other things that people consider priority will be taken care of. I'm talking about a city, Rastafari, with proper transportation system, with industries in full motion, creating all that we use and trading with the rest of the world. You can't see that? What happened to Tulsa, Oklahoma? You forgot what we did in Tulsa, Oklahoma? All right. And in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they refer to it as Black Wall Street, Little Africa, because the dollar was spinning around there several times before it went anywhere else. And Tulsa, Oklahoma, and some of the other little cities that Black people developed were not even as quote-unquote independent as maybe we romantically think, but yet still they were doing good. You may say, what you mean? The reality is, go read the history, man. Come on, man. I'm not no romanticization, or whatever the right term is that. You know, I'm not no dreamer. Many of the sisters had to leave Tulsa and go into the white community to work. That's not, and that's it. That's just what it is. That's the history. Go and read the history. Nothing. I'm not saying anything about it. Well, there's a lot to say about it, but not at the moment. for sure. But the point is, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and these other cities held their own as black cities where the unity and the camaraderie was such that the economy was just circulating within the compounds. That mentality is needed. So Tulsa still had their own, a lot of their own, supermarkets, barbershops, laundromats, stores where you go and buy your clothes, etc., etc. A lot of that, especially in that time, 1919, 1918. I think they burned down Tulsa in 1921. You get what I'm saying, Rastafari, right? Because the first time the U.S. dropped a bomb on its own soil was when they dropped a bomb on Tulsa. I think the first time the U.S. dropped a bomb anywhere was in Haiti, here, according to Mama Bello. So I'm just showing you the mentality that we have as a people. So we should be looking to rise Tulsa again, not the same way, much bigger than before. Mozambique. Yeah, we get seafront. Still 7-9 miles circumference, we get the waterway. You don't have to be a perfect circumference, obviously. We get access to the sea. We created, building luxury lines. See like old man begging the dead queen for ships. They're still doing that there. We building luxury lines ourselves. High water ships. The same cruise ships you see cruise coming to your ports. Those of you in the Caribbean and wherever you are that see these things, Bahamas, wherever. You ever think of owning one of that? There's many. You ever think of owning one of that? From where I am here, when on the balcony, we can see where all the ships coming into the harbor. Beautiful sight, full of lights, full of people. Big city on the water. 3-4 of them sometimes in the harbor. Somebody own that. Why you can't own that? What's the problem with you owning that? I don't understand us. We think small that we can't own that. There's a lot. Well, that's good. Let's own it. Let's manufacture them. Somebody building them somewhere. We can build them too. And just sail them on the water. Mozambique. That's one of our industries. We can build cars too. I mean, we have to reach there. I'm not going to give I may not live to see it and all of that thing. I work in to live to see it. That's why it's my goal. My goal ain't to die and somebody else see it. My goal is to see it. What I say about goals, Rasta, you know the thing. You know about targets. If you want to hit a target, you have to aim higher than the target. Sometimes your goals must sound ridiculous. Because I know people will be listening to what I'm saying and say, okay, I get what he's saying, but this is really ridiculous. So what's ridiculous? Of creating a city of our own. Those of us of a similar philosophy. A real city and rising the walls. Now, no galvanized fencing. I wonder if you understand what I'm saying. This is a multi-million dollar, million pounds gone into multi-billion dollar investment taking place here. How are we going to do that? What do you mean how are we going to do that? How much of us they have? Thousands of us. So if we get a couple billionaires amongst us and a couple multi-millionaires amongst us, you don't think we can start? Am I saying something wrong? You see, we thinking so small. It's like I'm light years away here, like people say, well, hey boy, I never thinking about none of this kind of stuff. You know how I know they're not thinking about this stuff? Remember, I watch analytics. The analytics. Yeah, this kind of subject, people don't listen to this here. No, they don't want to hear this. They want to hear what color Jesus is. That's where we are as conscious people. And if the earth is flat or cuboid, that's where we are as conscious people. But let's talk economics. Let's talk really building an empire. You can't find nobody. How many of you listening have registered for the workshop on the 29th day of February? We are going to be speaking about rising our standards. What I'm talking about now, the workshop is almost like a gone down to a grain of sand in comparison to what I was just discussing. But you see, it has to start here. We have to personally see the reason for us to expand, the reason for us to double and keep doubling and keep doubling, the reason for us to grow. Anybody that is afraid of growing, they're too selfish. Because you just want enough for you and the public. That means you don't want to help somebody else. So next time you're watching anyone else and say, oh, I'm so sorry for them. You know what I mean? Shut your mouth. You're too lying. You're not sorry for nobody. If you were really sorry for them, you would do more to see if you could help them. I know that's what's going on with me personally. So I can't just be looking and say, oh, I'm sorry, and oh, I'm sorry, I wish I could, and I wish I could. No. I'm intentional in my giving. Me personally, I may not come and tell the world that. You may not know every time I make a move, I count out a specific amount of finance. I ain't going to tell you how much it is. But that is the, give the people that you meet. You don't know who you're going to meet, but you will know who needs it when you see them. I mean, come on, man. Have a heart, man. Have a heart. Think of your brothers and your sisters. People, sometimes we kind of okay and we forget that people need real help. And of course, the more that we grow is the more that we can really help people now. And help people on other levels. Because you yourself that is blessing people, you could take a help too. Look, I mean, let's be real. They're different levels. So here I am, me personally, I'm actually looking for who I can help. But there's certain aspects of my growth that obviously I could take an individual saying, yeah, man, tell you what, bam, this is yours. Do something with that. Yeah, that's great. And I'm sure that same individual, for whatever level they are, someone else could come to them, maybe of a different status, and say, hey, man, I see you're trying to fulfill this here over here. Yeah, I've been working on that for 10 years. This is yours. See if you can get it done. Hey, give thanks, and they get it done. You see, they're different levels. You understand they are different levels. It's that mentality that is going to build the empire that I'm talking about. It's that mentality that is going to build the kingdom. But as you can clearly see, I have it well structured. In fact, what I'm expressing to you is not the detail. I'm just kind of painting a broad brush over the idea. I'm talking of a city, Rastafari. But you see the differences. I'm not talking of New York City now and the hustle and the bustle. 7 or 9 miles in circumference of a pristine environment. But with everything, whatever the structure is, I'm not the genius of it all, but you must have a proper sewage system in coordinates with nature. You have to have, so that's health and wellness as well. Obviously, again, your whole civil structure, your whole judicial system, everything is built off of the blueprint, the blackprint. Then again, your whole infrastructure, road system, bridges and highways. Yes, because we're moving around as well, All of that will have its understanding. Fruits, the whole place is nature and animals. This is high understanding of a kingdom being established, but obviously the economy is key. So you have to have an international airport. Understand? Because we must have an international airways ourselves. And we have a kingdom in, I said Kenya, Mozambique. We have a kingdom in Lesotho. We have a kingdom in Botswana, and still have a kingdom in Tanzania, which I feel all of them parts is a part of Tanzania too, really. But South Africa, we have a kingdom in Zaire. We have a kingdom in what that place they call Zimbabwe. All of this a part of the greater empire. What am I thinking too big? Well, you see, that's why you need to come to the workshop again. Because the idea is that you're supposed to have a goal, family. That's the trick. It's like a tricky. It doesn't mean I don't want to fulfill what I just expressed. Because that's the part of the trick. You're supposed to actually want to do this. Whatever your goal is, it is supposed to be so big. I just shared it with you. In fact, I haven't really shared it, but I gave you like a window, a kind of idea of where your brother's thought is. But this is something, I think of this every day. I think of how it should be done, how I can get it done, and I even see it happening, and how it's going to grow, where the kingdom is going to start first. I see the land, and mark out the land, and see how we're going to preserve specific animal species, all sorts of things I think about. And I'm actually, putting all that I have into doing that. You may be saying, but that's a serious, that's a more than a serious goal that you have there. That's more than even taking over a country. You're thinking of building countries within countries and all of that. Not necessary. It's one nation that can establish all over. That's all. And if we follow the concept of double, that's the concept, that's why the workshop literally promises, if you follow the techniques that we give, it promises that it will double your income. I don't like to put timeline. It may be a while. It could even take 3 years. But come on, let's be serious, family. How many of us who think we have a steady goal will double our income in 3 years? Like positive, this thing. I know something, just double in 3 years. So how many people going to double their income in 3 years? And then double that in another 3 years. And it don't have to take 3 years, because all of that is a part of the technique, knowing how to shorten time, how to break time down. And you see, the thing is, we haven't even spent enough time in the arena of thinking about our growth. That maybe we just hear someone say, well, you could double your income in 2 years. Oh, that's going to take too long. I'm telling you what. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? All right. You see, when we think small, it may surprise you, but when we think small, we're looking for big numbers. Oh, I can show you how to make $1 million. Oh, let's go with this fella here. He's the man, you see? So you want me to tell you I can show you how to make $1 million, eh? I ain't gonna tell you that, no. I mean, I know, but again, 3 years, 6 years, 9 years, I'm positive that the workshop on the 29th of February, we will be showing you techniques that guarantee whatever it is that you're doing. And that's another thing. If you're not doing nothing, that's the next thing altogether. That's why the mindset is important, because you got to have something on the table. And obviously, if you keep doubling, I give you 1. Double it, what you get? 2. Double the 2, what you get? 3. No, you get 4. Oh, it's true. Double the 4, what you get? 6. No, double 4 is 8. Double 8 is 16. Double 16 is 32. Double 32 is 64. And keep doubling and doubling and doubling. You understand? Yeah. You need to visit us at the workshop. So again, and remember, the workshop is free. This is another thing. I asked the question earlier. I didn't get an answer. How many of you have registered? In fact, since I asked that, you should have already gone. You're on the website. This is Radio Anu. You're on the website, so you should have actually registered for the workshop on the 29th. Totally free. Get your business partner. Totally free. Get your mother, get your father. Totally free. Bring your children. Totally free. If you have a company and you have 2 people working on you, take 2 hours off, my friend. Take it from me. Take 2 hours off. And let them sit here with you for this beautiful workshop. And I can promise you that from the moment we lock off and you go back to work, you will see a difference. Because the mindset,
Royal family, are you an entrepreneur? Are you a business owner, employer, employee, manager, owner of the business, or you're just an individual who desires to double your income, motivate your staff, follow up efficiently, or close sales effectively? Well, I have an offer for you. Join us on Thursday, the 29th of February for our online Evolution Motivational Workshop. Learn how to get yourself, your business partners, and your staff motivated and keep them motivated, guaranteed. Learn how to increase your cash flow no matter what type of business you are involved in, which will obviously raise the standard of living fast. To register yourself or your team for free, visit the website priestisaacinstitute.com or email us priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. Our online Evolution Motivational Workshop. I will see you there. Have you heard of Astronomy? I am the Honorable Priest Isaac, and I am certified in the field of Astronomy. Do you want to learn Astronomy? Well, book your ticket today and join me in the Caribbean in the island of Antigua for 9 days and nights, 7 of which will be in the classroom studying and in the field researching on Green Castle Hill, Mount Anu, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean. This is a studycation. You will visit the beach, experience the Rastafari camps, yoga, vegan food, and much more. For more information, visit priestisaacinstitute.com or email us at priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com.